Hey everybody, happy Friday. I had a listing appointment this morning and I took Jody with me for her very first time. She got to see her dad in front of a seller. And it was a fun, interesting appointment that we had. And I thought it was really good to share it with you because I think it's something we might kind of forget about. So anyways, let's set up the scenario. Was a referral from a client of mine, and it's for her mom who's been in this house for about 40 years, and she's in Coon Rapids, and she wants to downsize to go to a townhouse. And so anyways, we met with her. I had stopped over on Friday just to drop some stuff off to her. She wasn't ready to meet with me on Friday, so but ended up meeting today. And sat down and I really just started talking about, what does she really want? What is it that exactly that she's looking for? And what was really, really important to her, number one is that she wants to know everything before she signs anything. Okay, so that was really important to her. So she wanted to know exactly what was I going to sell her house for, what were the repairs that I was recommending to be done to the house, what was I charging for commission, what was going to net in her pocket, what is this new house going to cost her, what are her payments going to be on the new house, all that kind of stuff, right? All that stuff, but there's so many variables ahead of us that we absolutely, there's no way that we can give that to her, right? And so how are you going to handle that situation? If that's the next client that you're going to go meet with, how are you going to handle that type of situation? So I came in, her daughter told me to expect this about her mom. Said she's very feisty and she tried to do this 5 years ago and then she backed out and stuff like that. So I just really went in there as a consultant and I just asked a ton of questions. I asked, what are you most scared about? What concerns you the most? What happened in the past that you think is going to happen again? So I was asking her all those kind of conversations. And you know what? All of a sudden she opened up to me and she told me everything. She gave me the whole entire roadmap that I needed to follow if I was going to be successful in taking her down this path. And it's funny because I asked Jody afterwards and says, so what did you think? Jody's like, there's no way she's buying this year. This is going to be a long time before she's going to buy. And it's so funny because Joe's not done, has closed her first transaction yet. And I've closed obviously a lot of transactions. And I'm like, Joe, I'll bet you right now that we're going to have her in a new house within the next 3 to 4 months or so. Because what she shared with me and what was her concerns, giving me the roadmap that I needed, I can do this no problem. But what I did do is it gave me the right roadmap. Because sometimes we might go down this road, sometimes we might go down that road. And she gave me the whole roadmap that we needed to follow. So what we're going to do with her is we're going to start finding her exactly what it is that she wants her new house. So we're going to start showing her a bunch of different houses before we even start really talking about her current house. Her current house is a little overwhelming, right? So we got I think she's late 70-year-old gal that has been in the house for 40 years. So guess what? There's stuff everywhere and she's got really big furniture and she needs carpeting and she's got horrible peach colored walls and all that kind of stuff, right? I'm not going to battle that with her. I'm not ready to really start talking to her yet about what we need to do with her house. I'm going to do a market analysis on her house in a finished product. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to do a net sheet with an estimate of what it's going to cost to do this type of work. I'm going to give her 2 different options. If she goes all the way, she's going to get this amount. If she goes part way, she's going to get this amount, right? I'm going to do that with her and everything else that she wants. But I'm not going to do that until we get her excited about what these new houses are going to look like. She sets a budget of 350 to 375. She doesn't want to go to 400. Well, I guess she's going to need to go to 400 for what she wants. But we're going to show her some 350 houses and we're going to show her some 400 houses. We're going to get her excited. We're going to get her to figure out what is the neighborhood that she wants to go to. Slab homes or detached townhouses or twin homes, those type of things. There's not a ton of communities that offer those, right? So let's just say that in the area she's looking at, there's 20 different communities, okay? So I want to get her in 10 of them. I want to get her to see what is that area that we think is going to be a home that's in her price range that she's going to want to afford. she's got tons of equity in the house, right? She's so worried about interest rates. Well, it really doesn't matter when you're borrowing $100,000, right? So, but we'll tackle that down the road. So I kind of wanted to share that with you today to hopefully you can take my story and think about that when you meet with that client for the next time. Okay. So let's go into that consultation. You again are a consultant. Real estate consultant is what you are. Let's go into that consultation with really finding out what are their concerns? What are they scared about? What are their frights? What that they think is going to possibly kill this deal and stuff like that. Let's get them to talk first, and let's get them and just take a whole bunch of notes, and let's get that roadmap, what you need to do to put them into that next house. And sometimes we get busy and we're going 90 miles an hour and we go in with our process when it really should be their process, right? So that's my tip of the week, and I think it's a really good one. I hope you think so too, okay? Jump on Monday Morning Huddles. I want to hear what your thoughts are after watching this video and see if you started to utilize any of these ideas in your next client, okay? I hope it works out for you. I hope it helps you out, okay? Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Stay warm. It's going to be kind of an icky weekend, but guess what? That's Minnesota, right? It'll change. All right, take care.